When it comes to paranormal investigating, a lot of people say all you need is a camera and a voice recorder. Now, while this is very true, sometimes other equipment can be very helpful, just to validate what the investigators say they heard. If they say they heard a voice and the EMF meter lights up, then it can go some way to proving that there was a spirit around. Of course, if you are in a building that has electricity, then it's a bit dodgy, as they can be set off by electric. I won't go into phone apps because although I have tried them, I won't use them myself. But Natasha always uses hers, and to be fair, it has come up with some pretty valid conversations and words that are appropriate to the questions we have asked. I always have and always will use a voice recorder. Mics on phones, dedicated voice recorders, and mics used for cameras are usually very sensitive and can pick up voices and sounds we don't hear ourselves. Now, there are two names for things when it comes to recording and hearing voices when on an investigation: an EVP and a DVP, although some call it an AVP. EVP is electronic voice phenomenon, something you pick up on a recording device but didn't hear yourself. DVP is direct voice phenomenon, a spirit voice you have actually heard with your own ears. AVP, actual voice phenomenon, is the same thing. It's just personal preference whether you say DVP or AVP. In this week's video, I'll be playing some of the EVPs and DVPs that we have picked up on our investigations. I have tried to choose some of the best. I can't play them all or it would go on for days. I have also mostly just played the playbacks so you don't have to listen to them twice over. The first one was quite a while ago, but it's something I have never forgotten. It was in Puddletown Forest and was a definite DVP. I heard it with my own ears and picked it up on my camera. It felt like he was right next to me, talking into my ear. It was so creepy, and I just wanted to get out of there as I felt we were not wanted. I've raised the volume as much as I can without distorting it. There's something horrible here. I can hear he's talking to me. There's something horrible here. I can hear he's talking to me. There's something horrible here. I can hear he's talking to me. I've never quite been able to work out what he was saying. I'm not sure if he was asking for help or just trying to get us out of there. Whatever. It was not nice at all, and if he did want us out, it certainly worked, because we packed up and left. I normally would stick it out and ask more questions, but I had such a bad feeling about this one. The next one is another DVP, and very strange. It was after we had finished our investigation at Brown's Folly Woods, better known as Sally Tower, which is near Bath in Somerset, somewhere we have only been to once, but we just have to go back. Now, the haunted history of this tower is that a young girl named Sally was kidnapped by some soldiers, held in the tower and was abused terribly. When the soldiers had had enough, they left her to starve to death. The spirit of Sally and the soldiers are said to roam the tower and the area around it. Now, before I get told that's not the right story, I go by what I've been told and read. It's often the case that stories are changed or have things added onto them, so of course there could be various different stories about this place. Now, it was late at night, dark as you can see. It's one of the most isolated places we have been to, and we have to walk through thick forest to get to the tower. No one was there except us. But as we were walking down the steps from the tower, we heard something very strange behind us. First we heard the gate to the tower creak open, then the whistling. We did say something about it when we got the hell out of there, but at the time we just wanted to get down those steps as quickly as we could.
Once I put it all together, hopefully I can make it. Well, you don't know what.
Anyone who has been to Folly Tower will know there are no houses around the area and the car park is quite a walk from the place. Plus, as it was so dark, if it had been a human taking a walk for whatever reason in the pitch black, then surely there would have been a torch. I have tried to find a way to find the tune being whistled, but I have no idea how to go about it. Next is an EVP from Knowlton Church. I had just left the voice recorder running while I went for a walk round. To be honest, we have been to Knowlton Church a handful of times and don't get a lot of activity, but this one is one of the best and clearest EVPs I have gotten up there. I do believe the voice is saying they took my church, which could make sense, as although the church was said to be a medieval Christian church, it was built on the grounds of a Neolithic pagan henge, so both faiths shared the church. Although some say the church was built by pagans and it went into ruins, then the Christians took it over and used some of the pagan stones to rebuild it, which angered the pagan heads. So a couple of stories regarding Knowlton. So could the voice be one of the pagans saying the Christians took their church? I really don't know. And it could be saying something totally different to what I believe he says. Next are two EVPs picked up. They were not picked up on a voice recorder, but camera mic. We did not hear them at the time. It was at Puddletown Forest, both on the same night. Puddletown has always been active when we've been up there, and there seems to be many spirits around, including children. The second voice is counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 of us there, so maybe the spirit was counting us. I can't make out what the first voice is saying. It does seem to be a female though, and maybe we just caught part of the conversation. Now we have St Luke's Chapel ruins. Not a place we go to often, as the walk to and from it is horrendous. Long and along a really stony road, and the walk back, it's uphill. When I did recordings in the past, I would play me asking the questions, then cut out the silent bit while waiting for a reply. I no longer do that and keep the silent part in so people can see the lines on the recorder change if we pick something up. On this night, I did cut out the silent part while waiting, but on the replay, I got a voice, then a buzzing noise, which sounds like it could have been from my phone. But the buzzing noise did not happen while I was asking the questions. So I've not just put the reply in this one, but also when I asked the question, so you can see the phone did not make any noise at all.
As if you were a monk here, one of the monks who helped build it.
Big there. What? 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 Can you tell us if you were a monk here, one of the monks who helped build it? There could be a rational explanation for the buzzing sound. I just can't think of one. But the voice seemed to say, yes, I was. Maybe a monk telling us he did help build the church, or he was part of it in some other way. Next up is a spiritualist church. I have 2 recordings for this one. They may be more difficult to hear than the previous ones, but they are there. On the second one, I had left the recorder running and not asked any questions to see if they would just speak into it. There does seem to be a female voice speaking over me at times, but it's very quiet.
We've had a lady speak.
And again.
We've had a lady speak. We just want to hear your name or
What
hear
was that?
anything
I don't
you want to
know.
say. hear your name or
What
hear
was that?
anything
I don't
you've got to
know.
say. Or anything you've
That was
got to
talking
say.
over
So
me.
can you speak now? Is Peter here? Is Peter?
Oh, that's weird, I thought.
What?
What?
I heard that before, but...
Oh, that's weird, I thought.
What?
What?
I heard that before, but... Yeah, because I did think I had a wolfram.
We did have quite a bit of success with EVPs at this church, including one voice who said his name was Paul. Thorncombe Woods is a favourite of ours, and we have always had great success with communication and activity. But this night was one of the creepiest nights ever up there. At times, it felt like there was something big thundering through the trees to come at us. We also saw 4 figures up there, which have been verified by the Society for Psychical Research as genuine. There are 2 recordings in this clip. In the second one, we hear something that quite scared Vicky.
Okay, so this, I don't know whether you'll remember it, but if you speak to us, then we'll be able to hear you. If you can't speak, you can... Wow.
I'll pick that up.
You can... Wow. Whatever you can do, just to let us know you're here. Please. Please. Can you speak to us, please?
Can hear them walking.
Yeah.
Is that you coming towards us?
Can hear them walking.
Yeah.
Is that you coming towards us? Did I see you up there?
What the heck?
Did I see
Sounds
you
like
up
it's
there?
saying Vicky.
Say it again,
On
do
the
it
hill.
again.
Did I see you up?
As you would have heard, the voice said the name Vicky, or what sounded like Vicky at least. We heard the footsteps in real life as well as picking them up on the recording. So that was both an EVP and a DVP. We have been up there since that night, but so far haven't had an experience as bad as that night. It's a bit of a dilemma really, as although it was very scary at times, it's also very good that we picked up so much. So would we like to hear it again? Yes and no. Yes, because it was so much and ongoing. No, because at times we thought we were going to see some sort of creature coming for us. The village church, as we call it, as we have been asked not to name it, was somewhere we were always allowed to investigate. Then one night a couple of girls went up there to perform some sort of ritual in the hope to raise the devil or a demon. The warden got to hear about it and of course didn't like that at all, so decided the church would be locked at night. It took nearly a year before he would open it for us again, for just this one night. What happened with the girls was no reflection on us. He knows what we do and that we are respectful, but I guess he was just very, very upset. It was a good night though, and we picked up a couple of voices, including what sounds like a child, and what sounded like someone sitting down next to me. You can hear the pew creak.
You don't have to shout, or you don't even have to talk loud. If you whisper, we'll still hear you.
Yeah, I
Can you tell us what your name is?
It's the same, what? Yeah. It's the same, what?
Yeah.
That was
Are you
bigger.
the man who shouldn't really be here? Just say yes or no. Are you the little child who was here with your mum and dad? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yeah. Child who was here with your mum and dad? Your dad was a doctor.
Yeah. Something there as well.
Your dad was a doctor.
Yeah. Something there as well. That sounds like a kid. Yeah. Yeah. We haven't been back since that night because I don't want to push things, but I'm sure we will go back sooner or later. Next is a DVP heard at a very, very haunted church in Bristol. We stayed overnight at this one. We had been once before and picked up the image of what seemed to be a man in robes with his hands crossed standing in the vestry. I think that's what it's called, the place where the vicars get changed. We all had a strange feeling in this area, so I decided to venture in on my own on this night while the others were having a break. After hearing the voice the first time, I thought, nah, I'm going right in. After hearing it much, much louder the second time, I got the heck out of there. This is silly. Maybe it was a private place that people other than staff were not allowed to enter, and that's why he told me to get out. And finally, we have the high-angle batteries, or ghost tunnels as they are better known. This time, me and Tash decided to split up and both go to separate tunnels. Although it was a bit creepy being on our own, it was a very successful evening. This clip is longer than the others due to the fact there are clips from both me and Tash. On mine, I thought it was important to leave me walking away and going into another room while I left the recorder running, so you can see the voice was not me.
So, what I have here, Spirit, you may speak into. If there is anything at all that you would like to say to me while I'm here, feel free to speak now, and hopefully I will pick it up on this. Okay, I'm just gonna play that back and see if there's anything at all. Bear with. Here, Spirit, you may speak into. If there is anything at all that you would like to say to me while I'm here, feel free to speak now, and hopefully I will pick it up on this. And hopefully I will pick it up on this.
Mustn't be walking away. What? As you would have heard, at one point there seemed to be more than one voice talking, maybe a group of people. Okay, so that's it. Of course, there are many more EVPs and DVPs we have picked up in our investigations, but too many to play them all in this video. There are some who are against voice recordings for some reason, but I find them the best form of communication that others beside ourselves can hear. I have done many of them that have turned up nothing, so we don't get a response every time. Of course, you can get environmental things that the recorder can pick up, such as wind, insects and birds, but it's quite easy to distinguish a tweeting bird or a cricket from a voice. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive voice recorder to be able to pick up EVPs. A free one on your phone does just as good a job. It's all to do with the mic, not the price you pay. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.